want to know what it is.
Information.
Remember,
Information.
all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I am not a number. I am a free man.
And a very warm welcome if you've just joined me on my channel, Nigel View on Things. How you doing? How you keeping? Hope everybody's safe and sound where you are. If you sent me an email and I haven't got round to answering it, I'm very, very sorry. Been very, very busy. If you sent me some pictures that you would like me to have a look at and get back to you or show on the channel, I'll be making a video about those very, very shortly. Anyway, let's get on with this video while I'm in the midst of making another video. I thought that you might find this quite interesting, and we're going to be looking at RICHIE, if that's the way you pronounce it. Links to the description box down below, so it's very, very simple for everybody to find. 11th of November 2017, and the time is 6 AM, and we're looking at our moon, as strange as it may look. And as we see the clip as it progresses, the moon starts to flash. I've caught this before and I've shown this before, but what we'll do, we'll have a look at the clip and strip it down and analyse it at the end, as we always do. And that is one of those things you shouldn't be seeing on camera. And as the sun and the sun simulator come through the sky, we do get this red hue in the background, and let me just roll the footage just there and you can just see the red haze. But we've got a new colour that's come into play, and if you've been watching the sunrises and sunsets, you notice that the sky is slowly turning to a very, very light blue. And a lot of people are going to try and tell you that's the sun coming up through the sky, but how it all changes as the sun and the sun simulator come through the sky, as you can see there. And now the sky looks a totally different colour. And what you'll notice is as the sun and the sun simulator come through the sky, it starts to flash, but you might put that down to a dirty lens, and that is at all possible, but we're getting to see that time after time as the sun and the sun simulator come through the sky. Let me just stop it there, because this here just proves it's running through a lensing system, Fresnel lens system. You can see how all the sun sort of like acts like a big kaleidoscope. We have the sun simulator here, and behind there we have the sun, and without the sun we wouldn't have life on Earth. They have not got the technology to build a sun simulator. It is just impossible. Not a sun simulator that produces enough heat to keep the world alive. The sun's still there, but the idea of the sun simulator is to hide unexpected shadows or things like planets when they get in the way. Turn it all up, and yeah, like a big flashlight on a camera, and it just takes the shadows away. At any rate, we're not analysing the sun, we're analysing the moon. So let's continue with the clip. And yep, that looks totally normal. Of course it does. There's nothing wrong with our sky in any way, shape or form. I'm going to just show you something if you weren't paying attention. What we've got here is picture in picture, if you like. What I've done, I've included the moon, and every time our moon flashes green, and that's normal, of course it is, it lights the whole sky up. Let's have a look at the clip, and it happens about 3 or 4 times. And there you go, you can see that the sky is absolutely green and it lights everything up. But even more stranger as the time goes on, and I'll try and catch it, there you go, we get this green hue in the background every time it flashes, and I find this quite strange. And yet again, this time it looks like it's coming from behind the hill, I think you can agree. And yeah, that is totally normal. And you can see our sun starting to rise with the sun simulator in the background. Right, what I've done, I've slowed the clip down, and we're now concentrating on the moon, as you can see. And now what I'm going to do is zoom it in. I need you to pay attention just here to this star here, and something quite strange happens as it goes past. Okay, yep, that's totally normal. And I now need you to pay attention to this star yet again, because something quite strange happens. Our moon is going this direction, however strange it may look, and it might be a camera abnormality, but that doesn't explain why it is flashing. And did you see that? The star disappeared, and just after that flash, it's like there is something in tow behind it. and that is a totally normal thing to see on camera. There is absolutely nothing wrong at all. Up the top I've used the original clip, and down the bottom I've used the original clip. The only difference is I've used a filter on the bottom. It's called Equalize. What Equalize does, it brings up the brightness, contrast and colour all to the same level. So I'm quite surprised what's happening down the bottom here, because it should stay black. That is the base colour, as we can see here. Yes, I know black's not a colour. We won't get into that conversation. But something quite strange happens, and every time the moon flashes green, yet again, guess what happens? Can you notice? Can you see? Okay, what I've done, I've taken a picture of each time it flashes green, and down the bottom you can see this is our moon. It is totally different to what's there, and I find that very strange. And there's the next picture, and yet again our moon looks quite big here, and yeah, it certainly does not look like what we're seeing there. So what is going on with this camera? And just before it disappears, you can see the bottom of the moon just there, and you can just about make the outline of it just there, and it is just about there, but it's totally disappeared off there. It's for you to decide what we're looking at. I really haven't got a clue. If you've been subscribed to Richie from Boston, you know his channel's been shut down. Here's his new channel. Links in the description box down below, so it's easy for everybody to find. Google have been up to their own tricks, censoring and taking away YouTube channels as they see fit. People that tell the truth, people that get the truth out there. We might not agree with everything that people say. It's good to get the news that's not on mainstream TV. I urge every person that watches this video to go over, please subscribe, share some love and say hello from me. There's many other channels out there that are truth channels, and they're being shut down as we speak by Google because they do not like what people are saying. What we need to do is stand up and fight for our free speech. We all need to stand together. It's very important that our voices are heard. How many more channels are they going to take away? How many more channels are they going to delete because they don't like what's being said? We can make a difference. As Richie says, we do not consent. Brother, thank you very much for all your hard work. Really appreciate it. Anyway, that's all I got for you now. Much love, much peace, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.